Welcome live to St. James Academy Game Day, the new segment preparing you for the game of the week. This week we have St. James versus Bishop Miege, Week 1. I'm alongside Zachary Wolzen, Isaac Wolitz, and Jonathan May, and we're going to take you through the big storylines heading into this week's game. Last week was a great week for St. James Athletics. St. James volleyball team won the slam against Lansing in 3 sets, a tight contest. Also that week, St. James won 1-0 against Aquinas in soccer. A big goal by Logan Jones to get the win for St. James. Jonathan May and Isaac Wolitz were on the call. Here's a clip from that game.
Headed out by Laws. Will Hudson in the game now for the Thunder. Number 25.
Logan Jones has got it. Up on the left side. He shoots. Number 2, Logan Jones with the beautiful shot off the advance.
Wasn't a great call, but Isaac and I had a great time calling the game. Great 1-0 win, first win since 2018, I believe. It was a fun night.
Yes, it was a great night, great atmosphere. Both student sections were packed. It was a pretty even game for the most part.
And believe it or not, that wasn't even the clip of the night. Take a look at this clip, this amazing save by Finn Rowan.
Great clear. That was Jackson Wright.
What a save by Rowan.
I know, really had to lay out for that one.
Well, you saw that great clip there, the save from Finn Rowan. Good luck to both the soccer and volleyball teams this year. We'll be covering them a lot in the coming weeks, but this upcoming game tonight, St. James Academy versus Bishop Miege. St. James fell twice last year to Bishop Miege, a loss in the regular season 48-7 and a heartbreaker in the playoffs to send St. James home 21-17. St. James was up 14-0 that game, really played well. Ben Wheeler had a real nice game, but St. James ultimately could not pull out the W. So on to the new season we go. Bishop Miege, Week 1 for St. James. Zachary, can you talk to me a little bit about the new quarterback at St. James? Tell me what we're going to see at Tyson Beshore.
Yeah, big change this year. QB Tyson Beshore transferring from Spring Hill, was a 2-year starter there. Last year, he threw and ran for over 1,400 yards and 15 scores. So I'm expecting big things from him. Dual threat, great arm, great talent. Hopefully he can lead the team to some victories this year.
Yeah, there's been a lot of really good buzz about Tyson coming out of camp. Really excited to see how he plays in this game tonight. Jonathan, St. James now in 5A for the first time this year. Talk to us a little bit about kind of what that reclassification process is looking like for St. James.
Yeah, St. James moved up. Now that we have more students, moved up to 5A, along with Aquinas, who moves back up to 5A after they moved down to 4A for 1 year. Blue Valley North are moved down from 6A into 5A. Baser Linwood as well moves up into 5A with us. And 5A has one very tough opponent. Mill Valley obviously won 5 state titles in a row. Playoffs are going to be a little tougher going forward. St. James is really going to have to be on their A game. We got some new teams that we've never really faced in the playoffs before. So the regular season is just going to be even more crucial now into getting ready for that tougher playoffs.
Absolutely. Regular season really important this year for St. James playing in 5A for the first time. Really excited to see how that goes. We'll keep you updated on that as the season goes along on the broadcast. This year, a lot of new players playing for St. James. St. James did lose a couple key players, Spencer Dom, especially the star linebacker. Isaac, talk to us about some of the new guys that are going to be on this team that we're excited about seeing this year.
Yeah, so new guys, we got Brady Boydson. He's a junior. He will be starting at safety. We also have Alec Jett, a junior wide receiver. He's a great player, had some limited playing time last year. He will be starting this year. Then junior Sam Charlton and Andrew Maurer on the interior D-line. They're some very strong juniors, the 2 strongest on the team actually, and they look to be pretty good on the interior D-line.
Absolutely. St. James really excited to get those contributors back this year. St. James losing a little bit of talent from last year, multiple starters on both sides of the ball, but I think St. James is really excited with the group of guys they got here. Should be exciting to see how that goes this season for the Thunder. And every game this season certainly is going to be vital to St. James' success this year, but some games stick out more than others. Jonathan, give us what your biggest game of this season, your must-win for St. James going into this season.
I'm going to go the Week 5 game against St. Pius. And obviously Coach Rack, he used to coach there. both the past 2 years, or excuse me, 2 of the past 3 years, that's kind of been our first win of the season. It's really got the momentum going for the Thunder. So I think even if they have a 1-3 start to the season, maybe a rough start, that Pius game is going to be crucial to getting that winning experience, getting ready for the playoffs, and just getting the wheels turning for the rest of the season.
Absolutely. Isaac, what's your pick?
I'm going to go with week 1 here against Miege because we went 0-2 against them last year, and we haven't won our first game in multiple years. It helps to start 1-0, then 0-1, and this is a rivalry game on the road. It's a must-win.
Yeah, these first couple weeks, back-to-back rivalry games against Miege and Aquinas starting fast is going to be really important for St. James. Zach, what's your big game for this season?
I like the game against West in Week 8. I think that the Thunder, again, playing against a really good, talented Blue Valley West team, could make a statement on the road to end the season going into the playoffs, could really gain some momentum after that, especially if they have some rocky games before that. Just getting that momentum back and taking down a great team in West would be very, very pivotal for the team.
Yeah, and St. James ends their last 2 games on the road. They go to Capon and then go to Blue Valley West. That game against Capon on the road, we are going to be in Wichita. Thunder Broadcasting Network will be there. So if you're not going to be able to tune into the game, I'm sure many people won't be choosing to go to that game in Wichita. So if you can't go, make sure to tune into the Thunder Broadcasting Network. This year, another change for St. James. St. James will be playing their home games at Aquinas. That's going to be something really to keep an eye on for St. James this year. It's going to feel a little different playing at home in Aquinas, but hopefully only a temporary thing. We'll get that football stadium up and running in no time for the Thunder. And now time for our top 5 games of the week. We're going to talk about some games in the EKL and just throughout the state of Kansas here. We're going to pick our winners here, and then we're going to keep a running tally of who has the most correct picks throughout the season. So it should be a nice little competition. First game of the week this year, it's going to be Blue Valley West taking a matchup here against St. Thomas Aquinas. Jonathan, who do you got in this one?
I've got West in this one. I think the returning starting quarterback for Blue Valley West is huge. Their offense is probably going to start the season fluid because of that. Already knows the system. Don't really have to reteach it. It's got the reads down. So I'm going West in this one, but I think it'll be close.
Isaac, where are you going with this one?
I'm also going to go with Blue Valley West. Tate Nagy is a great quarterback, very athletic, hard to tackle, and he's just a playmaker.
I'm going to go Aquinas in this one. I think Nagy, the Kansas commit, is going to be tough for Aquinas, but Aquinas, that option game is so lethal, really hard to stop, so I'm going Aquinas in this one, but close.
I like West in this one as well. I like Tate Nagy, all they're doing there with their air raid offense. It will hurt with the graduation of standout wide receiver Crew Myers, but I think they can bring it home. A loss last year to Aquinas in the opening game, 42-49. I think they make it over the hump this year.
Yeah, Crew Myers, we saw him in the Kansas-Missouri All-Star game that was broadcast on the Thunder Broadcast Network. He played a great game in that one, so he will be missed. Next game of the week here, we got Mill Valley taking on Olathe South. Mill Valley coming off another state title win. Jonathan, who do you got in this matchup?
I kind of hate to pick the favorite, but I'm going Mill Valley. 5 state championships in a row doesn't happen by accident. They're a good team. They're always loaded with talent. I think they've got the clear edge in this one.
I will also be going with Mill Valley. They won by 56 points last year in the same matchup. I don't think it'll be close again.
Yeah, should be an interesting matchup for sure. I'm also going to go Mill Valley here. They just have too much talent up front on both lines. They're going to overwhelm Olathe South. Juju Marks' first game of Olathe South. That's going to be something to watch as well, but I'm going Mill Valley.
Yeah, I like Mill Valley here as well. I mean, Coach Appleby's winning culture he's built there is so powerful, and I think they just overwhelm South throughout the game. So.
All right, next game we're looking at here, EKL matchup, Blue Valley versus Blue Valley Southwest. Jonathan, where are you going on this one?
I think I'm going to go Southwest on this one. They had a really good team last year, very lethal passing attack. And I think even if they had some roster changeover, I think that's going to continue into this year. So I'm going to go Southwest in this one.
I'm going to take Blue Valley. Blue Valley Southwest lost their quarterback to BYU. I don't think they will be able to have that same offense they did last year. I think Blue Valley will win this one.
Yeah, I'm also going Blue Valley. New quarterback for Southwest, like you just said, Isaac. I think that's going to be really difficult for Southwest to deal with here. Should be a good game. Those Blue Valley schools always seems like it's a close game, but I'm going to go Blue Valley.
I like Blue Valley as well. Returning their QB, lots of their defense, a strong showing this summer at 7-on-7. I like Blue Valley here. Southwest has lost too many key players.
All right, next game here, we're going Blue Valley North, Blue Valley Northwest. Jonathan, where are you going on this one?
I think I'm going to go with Northwest. Pick Southwest and then Northwest. Northwest usually has lots of talent. Again, I'm going to be honest, don't really know a lot about either of these teams, but I think Blue Valley Northwest, they always find a way to get it done. They're always an above-average team. Blue Valley North was not good last season. I believe they were 0-8. So I think Blue Valley Northwest has got this one.
I'll also be going Blue Valley Northwest. Blue Valley North has been pretty bad the last couple of years. Even with a new head coach this year, I don't think that'll change.
Yeah, I'm going Northwest as well. I think North's going to figure it out, though, at some point this year. I think they're going to get a couple wins this year. Like you said, new coach, like ways building over there, but I'm still going to go Northwest.
I think North figures it out week 1. I like Blue Valley North here.
Interesting.
I think North can win. They've been loading up for a couple of years. They've been angry. They got new head coach. They're more motivated than ever. Northwest is young, inexperienced. I think that North can do it.
Love the upset pick. Final game we're picking here, Olathe North, Shawnee Mission Northwest. This is the big game in the state of Kansas this week. Outside of the EKL, two really talented teams here, Jonathan. Who do you got in this matchup of Titans?
I think I'm going to go with Shawnee Mission Northwest. I believe they were pretty good last year. Their basketball team was obviously amazing last year, 25-0, and that doesn't speak for their football team. But I think they'll figure out a way to get it done. Big Sunflower League matchup there. I like Northwest.
I'm going to take Olathe North here. They've been pretty good the last couple of years. So has Shawnee Mission Northwest, but I'm going to take Olathe North.
Yeah, I'm going to go Shawnee Mission Northwest. I think this is the game to watch this week, though, fellas. I think this is going to be a really, really good game, really exciting matchup. Hopefully going to be a lot of fireworks on offense both ways, but really close game. Maybe even goes to overtime, but I'm taking Northwest.
I like the Eagles of Olathe North here. I think Chris McCartney, winning tradition there, winning for years. Haven't lost to Northwest in a couple years now. I like them in a close one, though.
All right, let's talk a little bit more about the St. James season and the Kansas State as a whole. Guys, we're going to each say one bold prediction here. Let's talk about it. Jonathan, give us your first bold prediction for the season. Can be St. James related or just state of Kansas in general at the high school level.
I think Mill Valley does not win state this year. First
Really?
time in what will be 6 years they've won 5 straight. I don't know. Reclass of some teams. You've got St. James and Aquinas. Maybe they have an off year, but I think someone else comes out as the 5A state champion this year. Dethrone the Jaguars.
Yeah, I agree with Johnny, but I'm going to go with Bishop Miege is going to reclaim 4A. St. James, Aquinas, and Base have all been moved up. Not a whole lot of competition for Miege down there. I think they'll win 4A again.
Zachary, what's your bold prediction for the year?
I think Miege falls short in the title game. I think Andover Central from the West takes down Miege in the championship game. I think Andover Central can do it after all these years.
Yeah, I think my bold prediction for this year, I think Mill Valley's going undefeated. I think they're going all the way to state and winning state. I don't think they're falling one time this year. Such a talented team, lots of guys that are going to be playing at the next level. So we'll see how Mill Valley does this year. They're certainly one of the biggest, if not the biggest team to watch in this state. But like you said, Jonathan, a lot of shuffling of the teams here, reclassification, that's certainly going to be something to watch. It's going to affect all levels, 6A, 5A, 4A, and so on. So that's going to be something to watch this year, but I think Mill Valley's going to have a legendary sort of season this year. All right, right before this game here, St. James versus Bishop Miege, fellas, let's talk about some of the X factors in this game. A lot of guys really excited, obviously. First game of the season, a lot of guys with something to prove. Jonathan, who's your X factor in this game for either team?
I'm going to Thunder. I think it'll be Tyson Beshore. Like we said, 2-year starter at Spring Hill before transferring, dual threat quarterback. He can throw, he can run. I think the Thunder offense is really going to flow through him. It's going to be up to him to decide whether it's good, mediocre, or not so good. And I think he's looking to start the season strong. Obviously, he's had all summer to learn the system. I've been in class with him. He's watched a lot of film. I think he's ready to go, and I think he's going to do a good job leading the Thunder this season.
Yeah, St. James fans certainly excited for Tyson Beshore's first game at quarterback tonight. Isaac, who is your X Factor player to watch in this game tonight?
Mine is senior Miege wide receiver Taryn Jackson. He's coming off a lower leg injury, missed the end of last year, but when he played in the regular season game, he had a bomb of a touchdown, and he is a very fast player.
Certainly somebody to watch. Zachary, who's your player to watch in this game?
I like the clash between the St. James D-line and the young, inexperienced Bishop Miege O-line. Be interesting to see how standout D-end Max Burquette can take on the young tackles there and see if they can generate pressure on the QB, leading to turnovers potentially.
Yeah, and a big part of that O-line play, it's going to really affect how quarterback Marco Rodriguez plays for Bishop Miege, the senior quarterback. He's a kid, a lot of talent, big arm, but that O-line, if they aren't protecting him well, Rodriguez is going to really, really struggle. So I do agree with you there, Zachary. I think if St. James can get a good pass rush this game, it's going to be really, really tough for Miege to have a lot of success. Thank you for turning in to the first ever Thunder Broadcasting Network Game Day. Really excited to have you here with us. We'll keep you updated on some of those scores in live time here on the broadcast. For now, Jonathan and I got to head up to the booth. St. James versus Bishop Miege next on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.